Do you think they want me to buy the Surface Pro laptop or tablet bullcrap? Good Lord, look at this freaking ad. Well, anyway, so today I wanted to do a little bit of a talk video about why in the hell are people still buying Chromebooks? I mean, Chromebooks, don't get me wrong, they've never been the most popular like laptop or anything like that. Their market share is pretty freaking low. But I've seen friends and family and just more people now getting Chromebooks. I don't necessarily have a problem with Chromebooks in general because, I mean, if you're the normie type of person anyway, who all you do is use the web browser and you don't really care about privacy at all, I mean, yeah, of course, Chrome makes sense because you're only ever in the web browser. Here's the problem that I have with that mindset. Even though you may only use the browser now, you're locking yourself in for a cheap device right now that down the line you will never be able to do anything else other than just use the web browser and, you know, edit Google Docs, which is still, you can do everything that you can do on a Chromebook is in the browser. Oh, and you have Android apps. Awesome. Because that's the one thing I'm missing on my desktop and desperately want is more Google apps on my desktop. Yeah, no, I'll pass. I'll pass. Why are you going to buy this laptop? Like, why wouldn't you just buy? Like, there are affordable Windows laptops that you can get. And then if you don't like Windows, you can put Linux. Hell, you could probably, I mean, depending on the laptop's hardware, or even if the laptop hardware isn't fully supported, you could replace the Wi-Fi driver anyway. You could make a Hackintosh out of a laptop. And hell, as far as I know, actually, no, I take that back. I'm like 99.9% positive that you can download Chrome OS and put it on just about anything nowadays. So why buy a Chromebook in 2021? It makes absolutely no sense. So let's say that you're that type of person, you're the one super specific niche of somebody who actually wants or needs a Chromebook. I don't think anyone needs a Chromebook, but, you know, wants a Chromebook and is willing, and like, I mean, you just want to save money. That's really why you buy a Chromebook. Here's the problem. What happens when one day you're like, I don't know, you want to edit a photo, and for some reason, I'm trying to think, I think it's paint.net is the one that's the online, like, good photo editor. Let's just say it's down for like a day and you need to edit a photo. To be able to use a Chromebook like a regular computer, let's go through how you install Linux on a Chromebook. I'm not even going to go through it really. I'm just going to scroll down here. I'm just going to show you all the steps needed, which again, I will go ahead and say this. I'm not saying it's easy to install Linux, period. Well, I mean, nowadays, I mean, if you get the right distribution, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, something like that, yeah, it's really straightforward. There's no reason you should have a problem installing it. But this is the steps needed. I'll just keep scrolling. You think we're close to done? Huh, no. Yeah, these are the steps you're going to need to be able to boot into Linux on a Chromebook. Awesome. We're down here at 22 steps. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Aren't you glad you saved some money and got a Chromebook? Now, let's say that again, this is an even weirder use case, but let's say you install Linux on a Chromebook and for some ungodly reason, you need or really just want to go into Chrome OS. I was really interested to read this here. So, how to switch from Chrome OS to Linux with keyboard shortcuts. On an ARM processor powered Chromebooks, which is a large amount of Chromebooks, obviously that's how you get them for so cheap, use the commands Control Alt Shift Back. That is a super simple keyboard shortcut. Not complex at all. I mean, three keyboard presses is normally the max that I see for shortcuts, but all right. And then if you're on an Intel Chromebook, the shortcut is just Control Alt Back or Control Alt Forward, which again, that's 3 keyboard press is a little bit more normal, but either way. So that's how you switch between them. But this nifty little like excerpt here, unfortunately for many, including me, the person writing this article, those commands didn't work as well on the Pixelbook. So with some research and work, I found an alternative. I used to have a Chromebook. Used to. Like, talking 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Anyway, I bought a Chromebook. It was on sale on Amazon. I didn't even spend $100 on it. I was like, yeah, I'll take some cheapo laptop and play with it. And I got, I believe I installed Ubuntu on it. I can't remember what I installed on it. But it was, I mean, again, I didn't even really use the device for like web browsing. I mainly just use it to mess around with Linux. I just wanted to see how much I could hack with, you know, a cheap Chromebook. Just wanted to see what I could do with it. I assume that's why people are buying Chromebooks now. That makes a lot more sense than someone actually needing or wanting a Chromebook. Just buying a Chromebook to mess around with it because it's so cheap. That makes sense. But it didn't work for him on the Pixelbook. And I'm going to say this, those keyboard shortcuts aren't just finicky for the Pixelbooks. I had a extremely cheapo one, and I didn't have, I mean, I tried, there were articles back then that had keyboard shortcuts where you could switch between Linux and Chrome OS, and they didn't work on mine. I tried, I'm sure I tried these. I'm sure they were recommending these back then too, but who knows? I tried keyboard shortcuts, they weren't working, so you have to actually go into the terminal and switch between Chrome OS and Linux. This is the most ass backwards way of doing stuff. Let me just go ahead. I'm going to just go and load up a regular cheap Windows laptop that you can get that I believe is quality, like that I would actually buy if I wanted to get a cheap, you know, Windows laptop. Because the one that I've got now, the one that I've actually bought, this Ryzen laptop, it's not necessarily cheap. It's not what I would call cheap. I mean, for what it is, it's very good, and it's very competitive at its price point, but it's not a $300 laptop. So I'm going to load up what you could get on the Windows side of things from Amazon, and then I'm going to load up a Chromebook, and we're going to see the price difference and why would anyone buy the Chromebook. All right, load up the Chromebooks. Let's see, what do we got here? You know what? I think this one's nice. It's a convertible, and it's lower than $300. So you got a touch screen. I mean, it's a Celeron, so it's not like it's got any real speed to it. But again, it's a Chromebook. It's not going to. So $265 for the Chromebook. Not bad. Let's see what we can get on the Windows side of things. All right, we'll go in here. I want to go sort by under 500. Let's see. What can we get here? Here we go. Now, this is from a brand that I have a feeling isn't going to really support you with any problems, but take it from somebody who's had Google products before. You try getting a hold of Google and getting help with your product. They don't care about you. Probably this company doesn't either, but I will say one thing. If you're going to order it from Amazon and you have any problems with it, you can return it through Amazon and you won't have a problem. And this laptop right here, let's scroll back up here. This laptop is $394. It's a price difference of about $150. So you can spend $150 more and you'll get a touchscreen 1080p laptop with double the RAM, because I believe the other one had 4 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD. That's a lot bigger than that 32 gigabyte. It may have had a 64 gigabyte eMMC storage in it. And this one even comes with USB-C. I like that. Now, the Intel quad-core N4120, I know that's just a fancy way of saying Celeron. So again, you're not going to be getting more necessarily performance from this laptop. However, here's the main thing. You're going to get more RAM. So like your computer might not have more horsepower behind it, but you'll definitely be able to keep open more programs at one time. So it'll feel a lot more, robust of an experience. For one thing, you're not just in a browser. And then also you can install anything you want on it. You can do anything with this laptop, and you don't have to do a 22-step just to be able to get Linux installed on it. And also, I don't even know if you can install any Linux distro on a Chromebook. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done it. But yeah, this is really the whole point of this video. Why are you buying a Chromebook. If you have bought a Chromebook, I'm not saying in the far past, recent past, and you've purchased a Chromebook, why? Let me know. Like, genuinely, I want to know. Let me know in the comments and tell me. Like, I feel like the really about the only response I'm going to get is the same one that I was giving for why I would buy one. They're super cheap, and just to, if I haven't piddled around with a Chromebook before, see what I can get it to do. I mean, I feel like that's about the only reason you would purchase one. You know, let me know. And if you like the video, you want to see more from me, hit the like button. You can't forget to do that. Then hit the subscribe button and that bell notification, and you'll know when I post videos. It'll be great. It'll be great. And if you want to actually like support me and everything I do here, help, you know, keep the lights on around here, you can go over and check me out over on LBRY or Odysee, link in the description, and just watch my video over there. It's a decentralized, privacy respecting platform, and you'll actually get paid to do stuff like watch videos, and just generally use the platform, and you get paid in LBC. It's the cryptocurrency the platform is based off of. You can just send it my way. Much appreciated. And you know what? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.